In the world of sports, networks of rivalries are common, and Formula One is no exception. With the ever-shifting sands of battles between drivers and teams, new and engaging storylines emerge every season. These instances of conflict often arise from the intense pressure of competition, the stakes of championship points, and the sheer adrenaline of racing wheel to wheel. Let's explore the most dramatic and contentious moments in recent F1 history, which highlight the intense clashes, bitter arguments, and heated confrontations that have defined the sport. 7. Valtteri Bottas vs. George Russell. Imola collision. One of the most dramatic moments of the 2021 season occurred at Imola, where Valtteri Bottas and George Russell collided at high speed. Russell, who was aiming for his first points with Williams, lost control while attempting an overtaking maneuver, which consequently caused both cars to crash into the barriers. Following the incident, a heated exchange between the drivers ensued, with Russell displaying strong emotions. Immediately after the crash, Russell expressed his frustration by accusing Bottas of breaking a gentleman's agreement. Meanwhile, Bottas felt that Russell had been too aggressive. Consequently, the two drivers had a tense exchange, with Russell even slapping Bottas on the helmet. Later, Russell apologized publicly on social media, acknowledging that his emotional reaction was excessive and promising to address the situation with Bottas before the next race. The fallout from this incident sparked a heated debate over who was at fault, with emotions running high on both sides. 6. Verstappen vs. Russell. A battle for P3. Max Verstappen and George Russell locked horns during a tense battle for third place, with neither driver willing to back down. The confrontation reached a boiling point when Russell aggressively barged past Verstappen at turn 2, nearly forcing him into the wall and causing damage to Verstappen's side pod. Frustrated, Verstappen complained over the radio, questioning how Russell could damage his car, yet still maintain his position. Later, Verstappen cleanly passed Russell and sarcastically responded, "Yeah, I know how to do that."
We all have no grip. You all need to leave a little bit of space.
After the race, Russell apologized, explaining he had no grip and locked up. Verstappen, however, argued that everyone was struggling with grip and needed to leave more space, warning Russell to expect similar aggression next time. Russell, unfazed, defended his move, suggesting the outcome would have been the same if roles were reversed. He expressed surprise at Verstappen's anger, noting that despite the incident, Verstappen finished in P3 and should understand the inherent risks of overtaking on the outside. The exchange highlighted the fierce, no-compromise nature of the battle for points, with neither driver willing to yield. 5. Jarno Trulli vs. Adrian Sutil. Brazilian Grand Prix incident. Adrian Sutil and Jarno Trulli's clash at the Brazilian Grand Prix spilled over into a press conference ahead of the Abu Dhabi race. The incident occurred in 2009 when Trulli, attempting to overtake Sutil's Force India for 4th place, collided with him, causing a spin that also took out Fernando Alonso's Renault. Furious Trulli confronted Sutil trackside, leading to a heated argument despite the stewards deeming the crash a racing incident and fining Trulli for ignoring a marshal's instructions. During the press conference, Trulli expressed his anger, claiming he had clear evidence showing he was alongside Sutil during the incident. Sutil dismissed the argument, accusing Trulli of losing control and being reckless. Trulli sarcastically questioned Sutil's awareness of the rules, while Sutil stood by his belief that Trulli was at fault. The back and forth amused both Alonso and Kimi Räikkönen, with Alonso humorously suggesting the matter be discussed deeply in the FIA driver's briefing. 4. Alonso vs. Massa. Wheel-to-wheel battle. In 2007, during a dramatic clash between Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa at the European Grand Prix, the two drivers collided fiercely while battling for position. The incident took place on lap 55 during a high-stakes duel, where Alonso and Massa's cars made contact as they fought for track position. This collision escalated tensions, with Alonso visibly frustrated, accusing Massa of deliberately hitting him. This led to a heated exchange between the two drivers. However, despite the intensity of the moment, the clash became a defining event in the 2007 season, illustrating the immense pressure that drivers face in such critical battles. Over time, Alonso's apology revealed his ability to step back and acknowledge the competitive nature of the sport, showing that even in heated rivalries, there is room for reflection. Ultimately, this incident not only highlighted their fierce competition, but also underscored the delicate balance between aggression and sportsmanship in Formula 1. 3. Max Verstappen vs. Esteban Ocon, Brazilian Grand Prix. During the 2018 Brazilian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen was leading the race when a dramatic altercation unfolded in the FIA garage. It stemmed from a collision on lap 44, where backmarker Esteban Ocon tagged Verstappen, causing the race leader to spin and lose a crucial victory. The frustration boiled over after the race as Verstappen confronted Ocon at the post-race weigh-in, shoving him and exchanging heated words. As a result of the altercation, Verstappen was handed 2 days of community service by the FIA. Despite the penalty, he stood by his actions, stating, "We are all here to win, and when you are in that position and it gets taken from you, it's very frustrating." This incident not only emphasized the intense emotions that F1 drivers experience, but also showcased just how fiercely competitive the sport can be. It highlighted the fine line between passion and conflict that defines the high-stakes world of Formula 1. 2. Max Verstappen vs. Lewis Hamilton, 2021 Championship Showdown. In 2021, Lewis Hamilton stated he is at peace with the controversial end to his championship battle with Max Verstappen, despite feeling robbed of what could have been his record-breaking 8th F1 title. At the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, FIA race director Michael Masi misapplied the rules, leading to a final lap restart where Verstappen overtook Hamilton to win both the race and the championship. Reflecting on the race in a GQ interview, Hamilton, who has rarely spoken candidly about the event, shared his emotions as he congratulated Verstappen despite his frustrations. He highlighted the significance of his father, Anthony, being by his side during that difficult moment and how his upbringing taught him to stand tall in the face of adversity. While the incident still holds an emotional weight for him, Hamilton expressed that he has made peace with it. Had the result been different, Hamilton would have moved past Michael Schumacher's record of 7 world championships. 1. Multi-21 controversy, Red Bull teammates clash. The infamous Multi-21 incident between Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber in 2013 remains one of the most heated intra-team disputes in F1 history. Red Bull had issued a clear instruction to their drivers to hold positions, a strategy codenamed Multi-21, to preserve their tires. However, with 13 laps remaining, Vettel chose to ignore this order and overtook Webber, ultimately securing the victory. This act of defiance led to significant friction between the two drivers, straining their relationship and leaving a lasting impact on their time at Red Bull. Years later, in his autobiography, Aussie Grit: My Formula 1 Journey, Webber reflected on the incident. He provided insight into his mindset during the race and how his strategy choices may have contributed to the controversy. He revealed that his conservative approach in Q2 forced him to do an extra lap, leaving him on a set of 3-lap-old tires, while Vettel's tires were brand new. This discrepancy, Webber suggested, may have led Vettel to feel justified in using his fresher tires to their full potential rather than following team orders to hold back. F1 racing is not just about speed and strategy, it's also about handling intense emotions and rivalries. From dramatic clashes and bitter arguments to heated exchanges, each incident reveals just how easily things can spiral out of control. Moreover, each clash not only highlights the raw passion and determination of these athletes, but also underscores the dramatic impact such moments can have on their careers and the sport's narrative. In addition, in the ever-exciting world of Formula 1, one thing remains clear: the fight for supremacy will always be as thrilling as the race itself. Thanks for being with us through this story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your subscription helps us continue creating quality content for you.